friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be finishing up part 2 of my Autumn Peaceful Meadow, creating an autumn city. Halloween has passed, but the November fall magic is still alive, so this is a cozy and warm autumn town in the main valley. It's almost like I brought a little bit of the bind magic from Storybook Vale into the main valley with rich autumn colors and foliage. If you would like to see how this turned out, keep on watching. For the placement, I used a Halloween park gate to give a clear entrance to Dazzle Beach, and then line the right side with some tall buildings. The theme of this build is to use a forced perspective to make the city appear larger than it actually is. Therefore, instead of lining these buildings straight down the road, I am angling each building slightly, angling each following building more than the previous one and creating a curve. The layout of the build is essentially going to be a road going straight down and curving both left and right. I do struggle just a bit to get the placement perfect, and I'm also working with the pumpkin patch I made in the previous video. If you want to see how that one was made, then you can go check it out. I used Scrooge's store, Mike and Sully's house, the flower shop, and coffee shop, and right around where the flower shop is, I will pivot the pathing to go diagonally down the right side. You'll see me tweak it often with the path size and thickness, but eventually the rotation of the buildings should match the diagonal pathing. Also, make sure to leave a small but spacious enough gap in between all of the buildings that I put down because I will squeeze some trees. For the left side, I am showing you how I placed down my buildings and their specific rotation. I have enough space between the gaps so I can go behind to where the pond is in case I need to fish. Remy's house doesn't stay there in the end, but everything else is in its place. I mirror the pathing on the right side and cover underneath the buildings with my sidewalk path. Surprisingly, I managed to fit the new Haunted Mansion house in the build, and it is massive, but I put it as far back as I can in the upper right corner, and right next to it I put Remy's house. I had a Winnie the Pooh tree from my pumpkin patch build in front of the Dazzle Beach entrance, so I am mirroring that on the left side where the Haunted Mansion is and dropping my teleport well. I'm going to finish the pathing just angling the black brick road up to the other buildings and putting it as close as I can to the large pond. Under those buildings is where I will add that sidewalk pathing, but the layout is a little bit inflexible in this area due to all the obstacles. Back to the center of town, I am laying out my train tracks and using the New Orleans streetcar. I use a lot of the curved tracks in order to get it to flow with my existing path and stopping it with some cones. I put down the streetcar in front of the buildings that I don't really go into, but you can still enter those buildings technically. In the middle of those tracks, I am creating a decorative centerpiece using some Disney park clocks, foliage rectangles, and eventually a wrought iron light in the middle. In between all of the buildings that I put down, I use these forked autumn bind trees and I squeeze them in the middle. I like how the leaves hang over the sidewalk and it makes it feel more cozy in autumn. Then I take the bigger bind trees and I put them in various spots in order to fill up some space and make the space look fuller. The wrought iron lights are strategically placed under the hanging leaves of the forked trees so that it lights up the area but it isn't too intense. There is a little bit of space behind the haunted mansion, so I put another large bind tree there, and I also put another one in between that and Remy's house. Around the pond, I put some of these wrought iron fences, but I'm not going to cover the entire pond because it needs to be accessible for fishing. I fill in the pathing and just add a couple of trees, which I do end up replacing with some items. If you have the grate item from the Pirate Premium set, I sprinkle a couple of those on the streets. It isn't necessary, but it does give a little more of a city vibe. I put it on both the black road and the sidewalk. this is a minor detail, but I also put small sections of the wrought iron fences in various areas where the buildings meet. I add some details to my well and mansion area using a bind fountain and the pretzel stand. Inside of the large pond, I put some swan boats and some normal boats, and overall just decorating the area with some city elements such as the vending machines and the crates. I like to decorate the back of buildings with things like the crates and the stack of chairs. It makes it look like a back alley and it gives more of a story to each building. By Remy's restaurant, I'm adding a little bicycle area where people can park their bikes or rent them or whatever. Since the train tracks stop right next to that area, I am also just gonna make a little bus stop with some of the greenhouse pieces. I put a roof piece and then cover the sides with some entrance and wall pieces. It isn't too special, all I'm doing in the inside is just putting a bench and some fall decor. Since I deleted the trees before, I'm just gonna go ahead and re-add them. There's a thing I've been doing recently where I want to cover the sky with really big trees, since it makes the space seem more cozy and inviting, whereas an open sky makes it a little more empty and less decorated. And so really that's actually my reasoning for framing all of my builds with large trees in general. Back to the well, I use the autumn fences to wall the area in, and I add a fun book table tennis item. I've also been putting these radio things everywhere because I intend for them to play music as I walk around. By the Dazzle Beach entrance, there is this little gap between my city and Pumpkin Patch, and so I decorated the tiny area as a back alley, and I put the Lady and the Tramp tables with some floating candles later on. I think it just looks like a little enchanting area and it really gives character to the whole build. I'm starting to now decorate various areas in my build, and I start by adding some wrought iron tables and chairs by the cafe and other city buildings. I also use some pumpkins and floral autumn baskets which you can craft. The two areas by the plaza stairs are very awkward since they're very close to the wall, so these are just gonna be some filler seating and foliage areas. I used the small bind trees and bushes, and on this side particularly there will be a seating area that matches the coffee shop. I also put a bench by the trees and a singular wrought iron light. I'm going to do the same thing on the right side, just using the same bushes and trees and putting down a bench. A lot of this now is just finishing touches. I cook some coffee, but you can cook anything really, and I just put them on all of the tables that I have in the build. For the pumpkins, I put some of them on top of crates to create more visual interest so that they're not all just on the floor. My last couple details are the autumn leaf piles, which can be found in the underbrush section, and these autumn wheelbarrows, which have an animation that shoots out leaves. I put some in plain sight while others are in between buildings, and it's really fun to walk around and see the leaves flying around. And that is the final build. I hope you all enjoyed the speed build and walkthrough. I know this meadow is going to take me through the rest of fall, at least until I can make a Christmas themed city when the time comes, which you will all get to see, of course. I really love the layout of this city, and I think it would fit well in any season if you can just replace some of the foliage for some more year-round trees. If you guys liked the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!